The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy. Feminists do not like...
Welcome back to another edition of Feminists Getting Owned. We start off the video with a feminist who put the camera on and made a video and tries to explain to everyone that there are more than two genders. Seriously, she made a whole video talking about it and even claims that there are over 51 genders. She probably thinks that there are way more than that, to be honest.
Girls have a vagina. That's gender, right? Not quite. It's helpful to have more. Options. Options for everybody. There are 3 genders, 4 genders, even 5. Facebook changed their gender identity terms from 2 to 51.
The young feminists were presented a question about Hillary Clinton and how she got funding for her campaign from Saudi Arabia, a country where women are not treated too well. The answer that the feminist gave was just a whole load of nothing. She just showed that she had absolutely no idea what she was talking about.
Hillary Clinton. Well, did you know that Hillary Clinton took millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia for her campaign? She raised millions of dollars for her campaign, and compared to what Donald Trump raised, like incomparable. He used the money that he raised to pay for a portrait in his home, which I think.
Here we have a feminist who is doing slam poetry about how she hates that women are expected to shave and not be hairy. This all started because women in the Walking Dead series are shaved, and she thinks it's unrealistic and stems from the expectations society has of women about not being hairy. I mean, I can think of over a million things to worry about than this, to be honest. That's feminists for ya.
Less hair than a prepubescent Boy Scout. If I can't shave it, I'll bleach it. If I can't bleach it, I'll wax it. If I can't wax it, I will pay thousands of dollars to have a tiny laser beam kill all of my hair follicles so I'll never grow body hair again.
In this clip, we have Bill Burr having a little bit of a rant about feminists. He strongly hates that feminists have a really big victim mentality and thinks that they complain about everything. He says that feminists should just take initiative and start their own thing, and not complain. He says all of this very bluntly.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course.
Some people have a hard time saying yes, though. There's a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be funny.
Will you guys just grow up and just sit down and write your own horse shit and come up with it? Start your own show, have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do shit for you. That's the problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never let me in. I'd start my own shit. You guys got to start your own shit.
Now we have a feminist who came onto Fox News, and she complained that it is really inappropriate for people, including experts, to say that breastfeeding is natural. She says that also the men are allowed to and should be expected to feed the children. And well, yeah, no one is denying that. She forgets that experts say that breastfeeding is much better than formula. And obviously, it is natural.
Well, breastfeeding doesn't come naturally, as pediatricians will tell you. It's not exactly easy. There are lactation specialists out there. There's a whole industry out there. So breastfeeding isn't exactly natural. It doesn't come naturally to women. So what they're saying is, which I'm so happy there's a study out there that are finally letting women not have this guilt trip, that it's okay to hand the formula over to daddy, to the men, and it's natural for a man to feed a baby. So they're saying that only a woman able to feed a child is inappropriate. It's unethical and inappropriate, and I'm so glad that women are let off the hook. Finally.
I mean, it's not unethical or inappropriate, whatever those words mean. I mean, it's the opinion of some physicians that breast milk is superior.
Here's a complete snowflake of a feminist who is triggered by a documentary that shed light on men's issues and how women and feminists have sort of made men's issues less than theirs and not matter. As you can see, her colleagues cringe at the fact that she is acting this way.
Do you think it should be banned?
Well, yes, I do, because
so
I think if it does, no. I think if it does, no. I think if it offends, intimidates, or insults people, and it is not in the matter of public interest, I have no problems with this being banned.
People just got to stop being so hypocritical. You can't just say, let's ban it because I don't like it.
This feminist is complaining that things being classified or categorized for a certain gender. She makes a whole rant about it, which is really weird, and also it should not be the case, because she says that there are so many different genders. And yes, she is being very serious about all of this.
But But that's just simply not the truth. There is way more diversity out there, not to mention that there are more than 2 genders, more than 2 sexes. I just get so angry because labeling something as a woman's item is just, what? Why? I think
Here's a feminist who is complaining that there is an issue with the way kids are raised and how the stereotypes like girls playing with dolls and boys playing with cars or trucks are the reason why there is a gender disparity when it comes to some professions.
This is just, there's so many things. It is the way parents talk to children, as you said, that the boy's told to be strong, clever, and I even sometimes have to control myself when I'm praising my young nieces to not tell them they're pretty. I just think it's become so ingrained in us that it's become a natural thing to do. But it's also, things they see just externally, whether it's toys or media, and the fact that, girls are given dolls. We've seen lots of instances of gendered clothing and toys, in toy stores, the pink aisle and the blue aisle. I think all of these things combined do kind of give children the idea that they've got certain roles and positions to fill in.
There was another guest who was on the opposing side of this argument. It was his turn to speak, and he made no secret about how ridiculous he thought this whole argument is. He is even laughing. Check this out.
Yeah, this study is laughably bad. It's not robust in the slightest. I mean, it is literally a case of feelings over fact. Girls outperform boys in virtually every academic domain, so whatever they feel aged 6 is irrelevant because it doesn't hold them back. Instead, this study and others like it should be focusing on the huge education gap which sees boys, particularly white working class boys, the worst performing demographic in schools. But of course it doesn't, because the author behind it is an ardent feminist who went out to try and prove a foregone conclusion. This is ridiculous. We shouldn't even be talking about it.
This time we have a really angry feminist, and she had the hair to match her personality. She was on the streets shouting at people and having a huge rant about patriarchy, fighting for women, and all that other stuff. What's funny is that it doesn't seem like anyone is listening to her or giving her the time of day. She just looks like a crazy person.
Shut the f*** second! Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy. Feminists do not like commercials in which bumbling dads mess up the laundry and competent wives have to bustle in and fix it. The assumption that women...
Now we have a really weird feminist who decided to record this video at the gym for some reason. In this video, he was trying to explain if a man gets physical with another man, it doesn't make them gay, and that they just like the act of getting physical itself. He goes into a lot of detail about it, and just sounds so ridiculous. We've heard many crazy things, but this is right up there.
Those were about straight men having gay sex, and I'm getting activity again in comments that people don't understand that straight men can be attracted to the sex act, but not to the man. Straight men having sex with men doesn't cancel somebody's heterosexuality any more than a straight woman having sex with a woman cancels her sexuality. And it's not about bi erasure either. Please don't say that. Bisexual men are attracted to both men and women to different degrees. Straight men are not attracted to men. They're attracted to the sex with men. Could some of these men be gay or bisexual? Absolutely. But that comes over time, and that's a trajectory that only they can be in touch with to figure that out. Not the therapist and not any.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.